do a few videos for some random clues as I figure them out for my New York Solve that are not in my previous TTI Connections video. If you haven't seen that, go back and see that. I have a lot of clues that actually lead me to New York. Plus, I'm going to add some random clues for the other boxes as I figure them out. And for this video, I have added a bonus clue for past and future. But for now, we're going to start with New York. So as most of you already know if you watched my other videos, like I said before, my solve is in New York. I'm going to blow that up. So I just want you to kind of keep that image in mind. So I'm going to come back to this image, but this is where I think the lion's share could possibly be in New York. So I'm going to come back to that in just a minute. My clue for today relates to chapter 4, which is about Rob Levinsky, subtitled Blaze Your Own Path. It also has a quote on there from Robert Frost, who actually spent many quiet days in the Lake Placid area, not far from the Olympic Village. So I'm actually going to talk about the picture that's in that chapter that has been talked about by other treasure hunters. That would be this picture. This is the picture that's in question, and because it actually is in the book twice, it's got that one big image of it, and then it's got this smaller image, and the treasure hunt travelers have talked about this image on their episode and have used it for their solve, and I think there's other treasure hunters that have talked about it also. So I decided, why not try it for my theory also? So in order for me to use it, I needed to blow it up a little bit and just pull a little square with that image. This is the specific part of the image that everyone's talking about and using for their solves. So could this little tear in this picture and part of this image lead us to a specific location? I don't know. Can it? This is what I have. So back to my New York area that I blew up. So that's where I think the box is. And then I took that image that I just showed you and overlaid it with New York, but then when I did the transparency, I don't know, could this be a clue? If it is, it lines up pretty well with the corner of New York. I'm just saying, I don't know. I just thought this was worth mentioning because everyone's been talking about it, so I was like, well, let me just see what I can figure out with it being up there in New York. And I tried to look for other states it matched with. I haven't found another match. If this is part of the clue, I don't even know. Could just be a tear in a page. Could just, just be part of the image. But I just figured it was worth mentioning since it fits. So that's really all I have for that. Now I'm going to go and move on to my past and future clue, which I know a lot of people are already in like the California area. I think it could be in California, and I'll tell you why. With the word search, a lot of people are already talking about this. So let me expand the conversation. If you take those O's that are in the middle, if they represent the Olympics, which a lot of people think they do, then why not use the words around the O's? So you can actually take state and divide and use that for the Lake Tahoe area where California and Nevada meet, along with the coin, because the coin obviously has that image. So if you use state divide and the coin, you could possibly get the Lake Tahoe, California, Nevada area. Then if you use the words walk west, that could actually put you in on the California side. So another thing to consider is California did hold, some Olympics there, and K-Pro and Cynthia actually went there, did a really great video of their boots on the ground in the Olympic Village area. They also figured out how Coke, which if you look on the word search, Coke is the only word that is near the X. So Coke plays a big part in the Olympics in California. You have to go back and watch their video to see how they figured that out. So that's kind of what I have, and I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words surrounding the only X and the only X that's in the word search, and the 5 of those middle O's if they represent the Olympics. So that's just another thing that I thought was worth mentioning, something that I kind of was already working on, and then I just came up with, let's just see if this works. So I do think it's in that area. Oh, one more thing, not related to treasure hunting. I just wanted to tell you about, I'm super excited about my feature documentary, which is now streaming on Angel. It's called Making Room, Faith in Action. I hope you get a chance to go and watch it. And let me know if you need a link to see it, because I can share the link for other people to watch it. So thanks in advance for that if you get an opportunity to do that. So, what do you think about the Olympics connection, especially for the line share in New York and the past and future in California? Thanks for watching.